This is the final of a trio of passes and poorts on the P1721 route when travelling from west to east. It follows the course of the Bloupuntrivier and its tributary as it heads into an ever-steepening poort of twisted and contorted rock formations to terminate at the northern end of Poort. It's downhill all the way for the 3.29 kilometer length of the poort, with an easy average gradient of 1 in 29. There are a few cattle grids on the route and one farm gate which must be closed after passing through. Once you've traversed the other two passes, the road heads steadily eastwards, and after the Bloupuntrivier farmstead, the road climbs over two low hills with a cattle grid en route for another 3 kilometers, where you will cross two smaller streams at the farm Bloupunt. These two streams form a confluence less than a kilometer north of the farm to form the Bloupuntrivier. This river loops in a wide arc and then heads east to join the Bloupuntrivier at Poort. The vast drainage area all feeds into the Bloupuntrivier, and it is this surge of water when it does rain that causes the devastating floods through Poort. The Bloupuntrivier then joins the Gouritz River south of Poort. The road we are following follows a tributary of the Bloupuntrivier for 3/4 of the distance and only tracks the actual poort of the Bloupuntrivier for the last 800 meters. Continue past the Bloupunt farmstead for 2 kilometers, where the road crosses a tributary and turns sharply into the northeast. This is the western start of the Bloupuntrivier Poort. The gradients are all fairly easy and there are no dangerous corners. Here you can enjoy the beautiful Karoo scenery, and the road is surrounded on all sides by mountains of various heights, and to the east looms the contorted mountains of the Poort. After 1 kilometer you'll reach a gate which is always closed but not locked. Please ensure that you close this gate after passing. The heading remains into the northeast as the road heads along the course of the river, which continually is descending at a comfortable gradient of 1 in 24. The further north one drives, the more the mountains start closing in. At the 2.65 kilometer point, the confluence of the two rivers is reached, and this is the point where the Bloupuntrivier Poort can be enjoyed and admired. The geology is virtually a carbon copy of the twisted and contorted rock formations found in the Poort, but on a smaller scale. There's a fairly sharp bend at the 3 kilometer mark where the road swings to the right and drops rapidly down to the crossing of the Bloupuntrivier, which is via a low-level concrete bridge. This is followed immediately by a crossing of a cattle grid, and the pass ends at the intersection with the N12.